you hear all the time that like, oh, like the size of your market has to be massive, but in reality,
Like I had a bunch of ideas at first. I was going to make this big Swiss Army knife, software as a service, bloated nonsense. Because you come into something and you have a general idea and you just want to cover all your bases. And then Tina, my mentor, was like, well, how many of these people have you sat down and talked to? I was like, oh, one. And she's like, just one? And so I emailed like 50 people and like 3 or 4
nice.
replied. Tina was sort of trying to get me to ask them, instead of like, what do you want? Like, what do you not like? Like what is the part of your job that you don't like doing that much? Like what is something that you find really hard? Is there a piece of software that you need in your workflow that you just wish was there?
Yeah.
Or there is a piece of software that you use and it has a feature that's nearly right, you know? That's the kind of stuff that gets people talking about what the actual problem is. And then I guess you kind of got to diagnose that like a doctor.
Literally.
And like figure out the cause and effect of all of it. Because they might talk about the effect first, and then way down the conversation you figure out what the actual cause is. That was probably one of the biggest realizations from my project. I went from thinking I needed to satisfy every single person that did astrological anything to realizing there's just like a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche. Really only like 400 people in the whole country who would buy your thing. That's actually better.
In reality, if you just want to get started, you don't really need to have a massive market.
If you come up with something that you think only 400 people would like, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.